All right, it's 12 o'clock on the button, 12 noon. I'm down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida with a company called Core Title. They're a multi-state title company joining Hero Benefits Network. Their office is in Fort Lauderdale, beautiful. I'm sitting right next to the beach. Core Title, they're currently doing about 100 transactions a month in fall of 2025. So that is a stellar 300 deal a month title company, 2022, right? So we're excited to be working with title companies at the Hero Benefits Network. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick. I'm one of the founders of the Hero Benefits Network nonprofit organization. I started with the Law Enforcement Appreciation Program back in 1986. I expanded my law enforcement appreciation program to include teachers and firefighters, and I incorporated Hero Home Source many years ago. This year, we rebranded our organization to Hero Benefits Network, and the ideal situation for our title partners is we created a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization to facilitate these transactions. So essentially during the last 7 months, we have formalized the down payment assistance and relocation grants that the Hero Benefits Network can give away through your title company, through your mortgage partners, and through your realtors. So we're going to learn about that today and get to know each other better. I like to say it's the easiest job in real estate because I've been doing it for 37 years, actually probably going on 39 years now. And essentially when you walk into the Police Benevolent Association, the PBA, you're bringing with you vouchers worth $5,000 and $10,000. You're gifting teachers, coaches, professors, and faculty of a college. You're gifting firefighters, EMT, EMS, and paramedics a $5,000 down payment assistance or up to $10,000 to move, to sell their house. I have been personally blessed with over 3,400 real estate closings in my career, and about 1,600 of them were to what we refer to as essential employees. Essential employee marketing is unique. It's differentiates you, and it creates a division in your title company. Like you have an essential employee relocation company as part of your title company. That's not a play on words. We are actually an essential employee relocation company, but we also run the Hero Benefits Network down payment assistance and relocation grants program. So as you get to know us better, you're going to hear the slogan, the easiest job in real estate. All we do is give away money, and you're going to learn how that works right now. Might want to write this down, 0.0115, because it is going to be on your quiz. If you own a title company and you're going to take a quiz with me, that's the first level that says, hey, we understood what you said. So we give everybody a quiz after the certification if they know the down payment assistance factor, and they can add the down payment assistance factor of 0.0115 to the relocation grant of 0.0075. We know that our title partners can handle clear to closing protocol and fund these transactions. Of course, we're always here with you all along the way. We have a 100 number, we have direct text and direct email relationships, and you can always pick up the phone and call us just prior to closing to make sure that you're compliant and that the nonprofit grant is not perceived as a loan. It is not a loan. It never has to be repaid, and it does not affect their credit or their mortgage program. So one of our good friends in New Jersey runs Keller Williams with Hero Benefits Network, and he has saved a dozen deals or put together a dozen deals. And he is very excited about a relationship he just created with the Air Traffic Controllers Union where we're going to be promoting the Hero Benefits Network to essential airline employees. So you're talking about a vast network of realtors. And I want to show you what your realtors are going to see when they join Hero Benefits Network, because we're talking to title companies today, and I'm going to show you the footprint on how they respond to Hero Benefits Network. So I work with a RE/MAX agent named Bob. I'm a realtor at RE/MAX. That's how he introduces himself when he goes out to the Chamber of Commerce. That's how he introduces himself when he goes out to prospect, buy owners, expireds, do his farming. Hi, my name's Bob from RE/MAX. What we want to do, hi, my name's Robert. I'm a benefits director for Hero Benefits Network. We're a nonprofit company that helps essential employees with homeownership. We provide down payment assistance and relocation grants to teachers, firefighters, and police officers here in Broward County. Can we set up 15 minutes? We can show you how you can attract and keep the best teachers through homeownership grants. Now that's a mouthful, and I understand it might be a little early in our relationship to throw that out to you, but realtors and mortgage bankers making a living with Hero Benefits Network because they're representing the nonprofit first. And during the 15 minutes, it's explained that yes, I'm a realtor at RE/MAX, that's my job, but Hero Benefits is my purpose. Now, this is a nonprofit charitable organization helping teachers, firefighters, and other essential employees. So this is a purpose-driven life for our realtors, for our mortgage bankers, and our title companies. Now, I'm going to show you how the math works. As a title company, you're going to carve out a small portion of your revenue to rebate to the essential employees, and you're going to gift that donation directly to Hero Benefits Network or as a credit on closing. And you're going to, the line item will be Hero rebate at closing. Let's just say it's $500 a file. Now, you're going to gift that $500 to the firefighter who's buying a home through. Now, that one grant, that one gesture of $500 isn't that exciting, right? But when you combine your $500 with 25% of the real estate commission, which is the standard referral fee that the realtors donate, and 25 basis points or $1,000 from the mortgage banker, you're starting to add up. You know, you got $2,000 from the realtor, you got $1,000 from the mortgage company, you got $500 from the title company. That's how our factor is created, this 0.0115 factor. So as you're understanding our model, you're seeing that the cumulative rebate through 3 vendors equals enough to create what we call a barb on the hook. The hero is very, very happy to receive a $9,500 relocation grant when he sells his home in Plantation, Florida, and buys his new home. So we've been doing this now for 37 years. There's no doubt in our minds that the Police Benevolent Association, the Fraternal Order of Police, the other realtors that are serving essential employees are useful. But on the left side of your screen is your day-to-day contact membership director at Hero Benefits Network. Her name is Devin Pinches. Randy Nemiroff, I like to call him our Chief Connection Officer because he goes out and connects you with entities that are already doing transactions with Hero Benefits Network. My wife, Carrie, owned and operated a real estate brokerage in Florida for many, many years. And I also was a broker owner and a regional franchise director for a national franchise company for many years. So this is a shift for us. This is the winter of our years, winter of our career. Semi-retired in North Carolina now. I live in the Smoky Mountain National Park region of Western Carolina, the same area that was hit by a hurricane. And we got to see essential employees real time after Hurricane Helene traveled through the mountains. We got to see cops who deserve down payment assistance and relocation grants. We got to see military come in and FEMA come in and deliver essential employee services to these homeowners. Now, if a military person gets a benefit and a firefighter gets a benefit, we actually have 9 categories of employees that qualify for benefits. But the firefighters are just a great way to illustrate to you why we do what we do. We're paying our respects. If you're starting to understand what we've stood for, we think it's the right thing to do. We've been doing it now for more than 25 years, long before 9/11 or, the wars in the Middle East. We were offering hero benefits, down payment assistance, and relocation grants. Now we're extending that to title companies. So here we go. I want to show you what your title company will benefit from if they agree to that minimal $500 rebate to the hero. You're going to have 50 realtors go into the PBA on behalf of your title company. You're going to have 50 realtors go into the firefighters union on behalf of your title company with affinity relationship building. You're going to have 50 realtors in Broward County going out to the veterans of foreign war to talk to them about honorably discharged veteran benefits. We're going to go to the American Legion on behalf of Core Title. We're going to be going out. Realtors are going to be going out to the American Legion to talk about relocation grants and down payment assistance. And another lucrative arena isn't limited to teachers, but also professors at colleges, private school teachers, janitorial staff, and assistant teachers also qualify. So you've got this teacher union or the superintendent of schools that might have 10,000 teachers working for him or her, and then another 3,000 ancillary employees. Well, all of those employees qualify for down payment assistance relocation grants. So what you're really doing, I want to say, you're mobilizing the county-wide realtor to do the prospecting for buyers and sellers on behalf of your title company. So when you look at a county-wide exclusive as a title company, you might have 15 or 20 realtors in that county that are working for your Hero Benefits Network division. And I want to say divisionalize it because, we're a charitable organization, but this is a little bit like a franchise. Like once you own all the realtors in that zip code, you control the network in that zip code. There's no way for a realtor to get to the zip code without going through your title company. In fact, we refer to our title companies as fulfillment partners. It's not a promotional partnership, it's a fulfillment partnership. And we want our realtors to gain fulfillment on the transactional volume that they bring to the table through our in-house, in-network title companies. I'm happy to answer all of your questions, but I want to cover just a couple more things. A lot of our title companies are going ahead with statewide exclusives, so they can manage an entire state. A lot of our title companies are doing county-wide exclusives, so they can manage a whole county. But at the end of the day, you become more of a one-stop shopping experience. I want to say that in my career, I had 100% capture rate on title because I was doing law enforcement appreciation programs. Basically have sort of a one hammer, the down payment assistance that hits all 3 nails, right? You got the hammer hits mortgage, it hits title, and it hits real estate. And that's how they gain the relocation grant. I want to start to wrap up the title tour portion so that I can open up for questions for anybody that has any, but we're talking about your title company running a Hero Benefits division. We provide you all of the turnkey policies and procedures, marketing and social media to become a Hero Benefits title company, fulfillment center. You can then gift or scholarship elite realtors and elite MLOs to come through your certification using Hero Benefits Network to help realtors, help mortgage bankers, and transform the lives of your realtors. Larry did 4 transactions in the first 2 months he was with Hero. So it can making a huge impact in your life. Weekly meetings, we do mastermind sessions with your title company. So if you have 3 or 4 marketing reps, or you have a partner in another section of the county that runs an organization for you, we host weekly meetings where we can give accountability assignments. Another way that we really help our title companies is hosting monthly pizza parties. We would love it if your title company would host a Hero Benefits Division pizza party once a month, so that we could share best practices and share planning with the realtors. Now, if you want to go salad, you can go salad, but you get the idea. Our title partners are the fulfillment entity of creating belonging and interaction with our fellow realtors. We actually create competition and contests with our realtors. We create a central purpose for the relationship, that we're navigating essential employee relocation in a meaningful way. We're going after listings together, which is a rare thing for title and mortgage companies to do with realtors. But if you asked one question of a realtor in 2024, as we approach 2025, ask them how many listings. You can create a central purpose in your relationship to your realtors to co-brand and build towards listing inventory in 2025. And we think that the division of Hero Benefits Network inside of your title company will create a distinctive culture of competition, belonging, interaction, and essential purpose. So just real quick, show you this, the economies of scale to grow a statewide Hero Benefits division with turnkey policies and procedures is to secure an exclusive geographic territory. Now, $100 buys a zip code. $1,000 typically buys a county, and $3,000 buys a state. So if you're thinking about statewide, we want to talk to you about what's called our grant program. We're going to reduce the price of that state over time to build it. And then once you reach certain transaction volume, we're going to increase the fees that you're donating to Hero Benefits. So I don't know if that did it justice, but you get the idea. Economies of scale mean you can start with a zip code for $100, and then you can nominate some mortgage bankers. You can certify realtors for free in your Hero Benefits division. And then elite realtors will gobble up the zip codes. You don't have to sell any zip codes. You don't have to be involved in any of that. You'll see it is a very fluid, liquid, organic process, but it all starts with you, our title partner. And your realtors and your mortgage bankers are going to be out in the field saying, let's find out how much of a grant you qualify for with core title. Let's find out how much of a grant you qualify for with First Fidelity title. You know, Hero Benefits Network does the grants, but core title does the fulfillment. You know, core title is the organization that runs the fulfillment center for our grants. We can't do closings as a nonprofit. We're not licensed. We can't do real estate transactions licensed. We can't do mortgages as a nonprofit. We're not licensed, but we can provide fulfillment in Broward County through this title company. So you're getting the theme of that. The transaction goes through 3 parties. And that's where the one-stop shopping experience comes from, right? The inquiry about the grant. The realtor conducts a wants and needs analysis. Then the mortgage banker certainly does the pre-qualification for the mortgage pre-qual. Once the pre-qualification is done, Hero Benefits Network does the grant, makes the grant decision, and approves the grant based on mortgage, title, and real estate. We can calculate the grant based on 0.5. That's the amount of money that they're going to receive. And then they can receive a voucher that they can go out shopping with. Think about that. Realtor takes the inquiry, does the wants and needs analysis. Mortgage banker does the pre-qualification. We make the grant decision and the voucher is issued, and then the consumer goes out shopping. Well, about 30% of our grants are paid to sellers so far. We think that's going to happen even more in 2025. We're looking for listings so that we can match our realtors already hungry buyers to that listing inventory. So we're actually granting relocation grants to people who want to list their houses. Then they make a 1003 mortgage application and we send them right over to the title company. So the title company really can be involved in co-branded marketing with their realtors and mortgage bankers at the realtor level, going out to the board of realty, hosting lunch and learns, but you're not going consumer direct unless you have a particular in at a fire station. We're doing a lot of that work for you, or we're going out to the Police Benevolent Association, Fraternal Police, Teachers Union, Firefighters Union. So imagine one title company. Imagine one title company is the fulfillment partner, let's just say for Florida, as an example. And then in Florida, you've got 1 to 3 mortgage bankers per county. And those mortgage bankers are handling all the pre-qualification and funding of the mortgage transaction. But the most exciting thing for a title company, I think, as we approach 2025, is you're the fulfillment center for all of the mortgage bankers and somewhere between 50 and 100 real estate, right? So owning your own, those realtors own their own zip code, those mortgage bankers own their own county, and you own the whole state. And it's, so you're continuing to certify real estate agents in perpetuity. And that way we can all serve the hero community, or what I refer to as essential employees of that community through this. It looks like a layer cake right now on my screen. It's like, okay, the first layer is title. That's you at the fulfillment center. Then we bring on the mortgage bankers together hosting certifications. And then we bring on the realtors hosting certifications. And that creates that 3-layer cake so that we can all have some fun together. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick. On the far right of your screen, I've been a real estate agent since 1986, been doing law enforcement appreciation since 1987, and hero benefits since 1990. And my wife, Carrie, is dead center in your screen. She ran our real estate brokerages down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Springs, Weston, Lighthouse Point. Randy Nemiroff is a unique partner for us. He's come on as a national sales director, and I call him the chief connection officer for hero benefits, because he's the one who's going out and bringing in 80 million military veterans. He's bringing in like 30,000 teachers at a time. What's happening is those teachers are starting to turn into leads for the Hero Benefits Network to pass on to our realtors. So the way we look today, 7 months in, versus the way we're going to look in 7 years, apples and oranges. And you can get in early, and you could be a part of this for next to nothing as a title company. So imagine your title company took on the benefits fulfillment center for Macon County, North Carolina. Here's a great illustration when we bring in Union Home Mortgage to be the mortgage fulfillment partner, but then lo and behold, we struck a relationship with Keller Williams and Franklin. Highlands, Auto, Highlands, North Carolina, Auto, North Carolina, and then all the way over to Elgin, North Carolina, we brought in the Century Bond. So that Union Home Mortgage and that title fulfillment partner become the center or the core, to use that term, the center, the transaction, like for title down here in Broward County is becoming. So that's what a county-wide exclusive looks like in a particular county. But it usually takes only about 30 days to set up a proper production pod in a county. And we call that our 4-legged stool. Like, it has enough stability now to be productive, right? But after 90 or 120 days, what you've got even more realtors, you've got even more vendors, and then we start to go out and we start to talk to restaurants. The realtors do. You don't have to do this. We start to talk to local title, local hardware stores, talk to maybe a law firm. If you're not the exclusive title partner in that county, you probably bring in a law firm. If you're the exclusive title partner in that county, we would not bring in a law firm that also does real estate closings, obviously. And then this is where it gets fun. And you just saw those 2 police officer symbols come down. This is when the worm is turning. When the cops are promoting the cops. That's when life gets fun, and after about 3 months, your one-stop shop is, I want to say it's a saleable entity. Like you could turn it over to somebody you're mentoring and you could go do another county. So build up an area like Orlando, Florida, then turn that over to that guy. Then we go build up an area like Tampa, turn it over to that guy. Owning a statewide exclusive relationship to Hero Benefits Network is all about economies of scale and growing affinity relationships with anything from car dealerships that are willing to give discounts to heroes to hardware stores. So when I teach realtors how to do this, let's assume you are the title company, so you're Lancaster Law Firm in this situation. You got a mortgage banker down here, and your realtors are doing transactions with firefighter, military, and teachers. But lo and behold, in Orange, you're also doing transactions with non-teachers, right? When you build a relationship with RE/MAX, you're getting all their deals. You're not just getting their hero deals. And that's where the exponential transactional increase comes from, is the relationships that are built. Is it fun to give up $500 a file to a hero? Maybe or maybe not. Is it fun to do an extra 30 deals a year from your realtors that you built inside of Hero Benefits, but they did those other 30 deals not with heroes, right? Are you starting to see what the rock is cooking? Well, we started on the Eastern Seaboard in March of 2024. We've got about 60 partners up and down the Eastern Seaboard. We're looking to start to expand that with you and your title company, but you can't really consider partnering with Hero Benefits Network unless you're committed to getting more certified real estate. Your marketing rep is going to be working with HBN to host lunch and learns, to host happy hours, to host breakfast events, brunches, and bring in realtors. We need about 1,000 realtors per state to really take this thing to the next level. Oh, by the way, the map on your screen is a domestic migration map, and it shows people leaving expensive neighborhoods and moving to more affordable neighborhoods. And that's what essential employee relocation is all about. You can't live in Miami on a $70,000 cop salary. So you gotta live all the way out in Pembroke Pines and drive an hour to work, right? But you could move to St. Augustine and live for a third of what it would cost to live in Miami. So we teach these essential employees how to talk to HR directors in more affordable communities. We want about 1,000 exclusive relocation partners in each state, 100 mortgage and ultimately title. I really have landed on 1 per state as the goal. Tomorrow, every Wednesday, we do MLOs. Now, as a title vendor, you can invite an MLO to go to Wednesdays. And if you write this down, Mondays mortgages, Tuesdays title, and Wednesdays realtors. So that's a misprint. MLOs are on Mondays, mortgage Mondays, title Tuesdays, and realtors are on Wednesdays. So we have this staple once a week event that we do with our mortgage partners and our real estate partners and our title partners. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Countywide exclusives are usually about $500. They're a month, and there's probably 60, 80 counties in the country that are more than that. But those are the richly population dense counties. Zip codes are only $100. So whether you're a title company, real estate, or a mortgage brand, you can buy a zip code just to kind of start, dip your foot in and see if it works. Now I'm going to give you a trade secret right now. Go on Google, type in Board of Realty, push in the zip code, find out what zip code is the Board of Realty. Buy that zip code. So what you've essentially done is you've blocked any other Hero Benefits Network director from entering that board. You own that Board of Realty. Now, it doesn't matter that the zip code that the board is in is 33301 and the realtors do business all over that county. Because you own that one zip code, you're the only person allowed to walk into that Board of Realty as a Hero Benefits director. Okay? You're the only person who can host courses there. You're the only person that can host a lunch and learn or a certification there. No other Hero Benefits director would be allowed in that Board of Realty as a Hero Benefits director to market themselves because you essentially own that zip code. So I'm only giving you a clue to not just go out and buy a state. I mean, yeah, is it worth $36,000 one-time investment to buy a state and then own it for a year? Yeah, you'll probably make a hell of a lot more than $36,000. But what would be more prudent, what would be more practical, what would be more rational is why don't you and I pick one zip code or one county, do that well with transaction volume, and then expand. You know, that's sort of the opportunity that I'm pitching here. Go to herobenefitsnetwork.com, herobenefitsnetwork.org, and find out if your zip code is available. And to be considered for any exclusive relocation, you have to at least take a zip code. Okay, we don't go from zip code to state. You buy a zip code, shows us that you're a member, you've gone through orientation, you've gone through the quiz. Now it's your job to run the county with us as a fulfillment partner. So just check off the box title company there and decide if it's worth $100 to buy a zip code. Google the Board of Realty. That's a little trick. Another thing is Google the hospital district in your community. If you understand how hospital districts operate, you could buy the zip code for the headquarters of the hospital district and you gain that entire hospital. You could buy the zip code for a particular union, like the firefighters union. Where's their headquarters? Then you have a relationship with them. So pick your first zip code with Hero Benefits Network strategically, and then expanding to a countywide exclusive or a statewide exclusive is fairly matter of fact because you've done transactions. So one last time, I'll say thank you to Devin Pinchas. She runs the membership for Hero Benefits Directory. We'll be talking to her regularly. Randy Nemiroff is the shark out talking to Hero Benefits essential employees and human resources directors. Carrie runs everything to do with operations, and I just run. So you guys can understand that we're going to mastermind weekly and build a vision at your title company. Very, very productive with the Hero Benefits. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick. I thank you for being on. There is a short quiz that you can take, 10 questions. Devin will put it in the comments and email it to you. If you take the quiz, you can go ahead and move forward with the zip code if you'd like to. If you want to talk to me personally about countywide or statewide exclusives, we do have a grant program that I'd like to talk to you about in closing, where we will reduce the price or your investment to move forward with a county or state until you build that county or state up. It's our way of helping grow it together. So one more time, you can reach us at herobenefitsnetwork.org or .com. We own both. And it's always my pleasure to introduce this formula to title partners. I'll stay on for a moment and see if anybody has any verbal questions they'd like to ask to us. And if not, we'll leave you to Devin to dial the 1-800 number or reach out to herobenefitsnetwork.org. Any questions from the team? All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And I thank you very, very much. Please reach out to Devin at herobenefitsnetwork.org or .com if you're interested in doing this. Thank you very much.